All right, we're gonna look at Dragon Ball takes or Dokan Battle takes or whatever you guys set to this video. I'm not alone, of course. I am with your boy Mike, another smaller Dokan Battle creator. He's a pretty big loser, but he has a good heart. And we have Taco.
It's your boy Mike. What the hell?
And we have Taco Goober. Taco Goober is a gamer, and he's around on Twitter sometimes. So,
Ooh, I am around.
we're gonna be just taking a look here. Mike's channel is also in the comment section or whatever. It's linked somewhere in the description. Go subscribe to him and dislike every single one of his videos. I would appreciate it.
Right.
So,
Wait, that's weird. Why do I have a whole bunch of dislikes on my new videos?
my videos have a lot of interaction recently, but why is everything 95% dislike? Okay.
It's peak. It's peak.
Cool.
So, I don't know. Gekishin Squadron comes out later tonight. I'll be live for that. It's pretty awesome. Dokan has maintenance tonight. There's a lot happening tonight, but today there ain't nothing happening. We have nothing. Tonight's maintenance data download should give us a new version update. We should be getting, like, again, Global doesn't tweet out or give anything because Global sucks, but we know that there's going to be all these events coming. Actually, I think Global did do this specifically about the upcoming content, but they didn't give a hint about the upcoming version update, right? So we know with this 5.30.0, it's just kind of small stuff. I mean, sorting for events is really cool actually, because there's so many event tabs now, so being able to sort is really nice. New story event, new challenge event here, new stages to red zones, festival battle missions. People are crying so much and they're like, ah!
I'm crying. I'm people. Dokan threatens to release new mission.
I kind of don't care about it either way. I think people care or not care about it. Who cares? But yeah, also Gekishin releases tonight. That's awesome. I can't wait for Gekishin, right? So anyways, I mean, since there's nothing to do, we're just gonna look at the replies here and just talk about it, you know. I think these kind of videos are more fun when I have a group of people on here rather than me talking to myself like a sad, pathetic loser. So I do have friends, surprisingly, you know, so that's awesome. This guy Mike doesn't, but it's fine. No quotes so far. That's fine. That's fine. Now, let me refresh one more time. Let's make sure we got all the replies here.
Should have left the comment. Damn it.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't. I like that some of the older units who EZA don't get new battle motions. Newer units having battle motions help show how the game has progressed, and it would be a shame for the old sprites to eventually become lost media. The only thing about this idea is that they are going to, like, I mean, it just depends on what new characters release. Whenever a new named character tied to that character ID releases, that character will get a sprite update, such as STR Gogeta got a sprite update with the new Age of LR Gogeta. This Age of Vegito did get one with Tech Super Vegito, right? But like Gohan hasn't got a new character. Janamba hasn't got a new character post 20, at least post 10th anniversary. So like, you know, a lot of those characters don't have one. This Cell didn't get one because he's perfect Cell, not Cell perfect form, right? The only characters that they gave sprite animation updates were the 10th anniversary like EZAs that happened during the anniversary. Full Power Frieza, Namek Goku, but like these are kind of like, this is like worldwide celebration, this is anniversary, so I think that's why they got sprite updates, while like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Super Easy didn't get a sprite update, right? I think they just kind of had them as a special exception because, like, you know, Hidden God Goku didn't get a sprite update, of course.
Ooh.
We saw Kion Caulifla, you know, didn't get a sprite update. LR is like easy during this anniversary, or yeah, global anniversary basically. Like Fusion Zamasu didn't get one. Is there anything I'm missing? Like Golden Frieza? This is like Tanabata, so like, yeah. What do you guys think about it?
I prefer when the older units do get sprite updates, just because it's just like, it doesn't feel like you have to pull the new units to be able to see these new animations. And I think holding it to just new animations for the new units would be kind of bad. I like seeing the new stuff, right? Like, I think it shows, again, just how far Dokan has come across. And if you really want to see it, that just go use any other unit that doesn't have the sprite update, in a sense, you know? because
Yeah.
it'll show you how much of a jump there is, anyways.
Exactly. I think that's very fair because it's like.
And also, like,
What?
with the case with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I do believe the Fizz unit uses the AGL's transformed sprite, and the Int one obviously is a different sprite. So I think that's part of why the Int one didn't get that battle motion.
Yeah, because it's tied to the specific character like sprite ID. So the in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has like a different one, so that's why like they kind of like that Super Saiyan 2 Int Gohan didn't actually get the sprite update, unfortunately. But if they did, then he would have gotten one. But you guys kind of see the point where it's like, unless it's like a big anniversary LR that releases, they're not gonna go out of their way to give them. So yeah. Smash or pass Dokan Battle Edition. You know, I'm sure many of you do remember Gwink Lover. Me and Gwink Lover actually have this in the chamber. We don't have an exact amount of units there, but what I might do is, if I don't know, we could find out like some site or something we could do for this, or we'll just do a tier list ranking characters. Like I'll get the tier list ready, and then we'll put like those characters on there, or at least I'll make the tier list or whatever, and then you guys get the point, and then we'll just go through it. So that I think that could be pretty fun.
Long story short, Smash Int Namek Goku next.
Look, I mean, okay, we could literally look at Int Namek Goku. Just come on, bruh. Like, how are you not smashing
so true.
Goku?
Yep.
It's Int Namek Goku. Look at him.
My God.
All over the walls.
Actually, just like the sexiest character in this game.
I wish his battle motion still had his aura because it's so cool. This card sprite.
Oh yeah, the I think it's.
That's the only reason I don't like Int Namek Goku's. Because he's okay, it's not showing it there, but he has that aura and he just lost it. Which sure, he's doing the iconic pose and that's really cool. But I just wish if he had the aura too, perfect.
That'd be sick. I think yeah. This guy doesn't have the sprite update, right? I don't think so because he has the shirt on still.
Oh,
so maybe he gets
not.
a pretty cool one, but we'll see. Whenever that happens. Gohan Black should be coming this November to Dokkan, and it'll tie into something with heroes without there being a hero celebration. So I've seen a lot of talk about this general idea about, you know, a crossover character in November. What are you guys like kind of thinking? I've seen like Max Sane brought up as an example too. I think Max Sane could be a really interesting choice.
I think it would be nice, because maybe they'll just have it where it's just divers instead, and then that will be the thing that just replaces heroes. So we just get like the other card game. But I guess we'll have to see. Gohan would be very, very nice though, just having another crossovers unit. I'm always just really excited whenever stuff like that happens, because it's just nice to see stuff that shouldn't be in Dokkan just be in Dokkan in a sense, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree, because it is really nice to see kind of a lot of these like unconventional characters like Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, right? I think that even a Max Saiyan could be a character that I think I would be very excited for. You know, I made this tweet the other day. I'm scared to go through my media tab, but we're gonna go through it. If I could find it, this tweet right here. So I made this. I was like, I know they said only Dokkan Fest and LRs, but it'd be cool if they get these two super easy A's, because they have Dokkan events, right? Mass Sane here, then Tapion as well. People even brought up the heroes characters. There was also a statement that like someone at Battle Hour was like, they said they brought up heroes to Amatsu, and Amatsu was like, there'll be something this year. Again, people could say kind of, oh, I went to Battle Hour and Amatsu told me this. Like anyone could theoretically say that. So I always take these things with like a grain of like salt. You know, unless it's like, unless like the person is like, oh, I'm posting photos from Battle Hour and this is what I'm saying myself, because I don't know, I saw that source on Reddit. I think I know I saw
the
someone.
The Namek Goku situation is crazy.
But if that person did go, I think he's just a dumbass. Oh my goodness. But no, someone said that they talked with the Matsu that attended there at brought up Kid Buu and said it was soon. Someone said that they talked to Amatsu about Daima and he said soon. So I mean, we'll see.
What
I mean,
soon.
Or no,
yeah,
Daima. They said Daima next year. So again, there's a lot of things that can kind of like it's.
Is that like when they say soon, it could just mean whenever? Because like Dokkan obviously plans a lot of this stuff months, maybe even years in advance, depending on
Wait,
what we're talking
definitely
about.
like
So it's just
mostly
like,
years, especially during this
yeah.
year.
It's definitely years.
That's
So
why,
soon
like,
can mean they already have it already done, but it's just like, oh, we won't see that until next year or 2 years. Sorry, little
mean,
chud.
I feel like when it comes to Dokkan in these situations, it's a thing where I would say um this 10th anniversary year was planned so far in advance, and that's why we haven't seen Daima much, especially with these LR celebrations, because they don't want these Daima characters to be LR characters, right? Like Super Saiyan 4 adult Goku, even mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like they won't kind of drop them as just TORs. They'll want to drop them as LRs. And these big LR celebrations, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, for example, like probably has been in development. I mean, they've kind of talked about like these 10th anniversary characters been in development since the 8th anniversary, or like planned ahead of time that far. So it's not something that they can necessarily be like, oh yeah, we'll just push it aside. You know, it's like probably advertising even as well, like kind of everything done ahead of time. So yeah, though like Gohan Black as a November celebration, I feel like we're kind of getting off topic here. That would be really cool. Honestly, I'm not like 100% sure. The one thing that if they want to do this, what would be really amazing is if they add them to super bosses. Super bosses is actually getting there now. So like, okay, we have S tier Rose, A tier Rose. Infusion Masu is like a decent character for now. I mean, it could be her against AoEs, but we have this Golden Frieza, we have Fury Broly. Maybe the STR base from Broly could be good. Like, imagine the STR base Broly is essentially the equivalent of Texan and he's orb changing. And it's like, okay, imagine like team like STR Rose, AJ Rose, Golden Frieza, Fury Broly, STR Broly, and then like you run like Broly Trio or Infusion Zamasu, or you even just throw on Tech Clone given the situation, you know? And it's not even that bad. And especially we have Super Easy for this guy and this guy, you know, probably next year. I would say this guy's EZA could happen like next year, maybe. They might wait until 12th anniversary, I guess, though, with him and Vegito Blue, Ajo Goku Black's sub EZA, right? Like there's a lot of options for this team still. So I mean, they could even release like a new base from Goku Blacks. I think Gohan Black, if they add him to this team, I think that'd be really cool. Talk about characters that don't have a premium, you know, like Belmont. Like what characters still need some premium units? Like Belmont.
That's a good question.
Belmont is a character.
The rest of the gods that don't have one is a pretty easy insert.
I feel like
yeah.
I don't really have any characters. I just have more so have moments. Like again, I kind of want to see a Demon King Piccolo versus Kid Goku.
Well, Demon King Piccolo doesn't have a premium unit, but true. Kid Goku is the one that does. Like what character?
Right.
Like maybe if we go like very far back and just like at the early days of Dokkan, we could see. I mean, like Tao, Ginyu got their premium unit. Zarbon, I don't know.
Zarbon's a good one.
Zarbon could be a
easily
good
get
one.
one.
Dokkan Fest, right? You know,
I think Krillin deserves one as well.
Krillin. I think
How has
Krillin's
Krillin
a
not
good
gotten a
answer.
Dokkan Fest? He
I
has
mean,
some in the R, though.
Krillin, Tien, both have not gone to Dokkan Fest. Piccolo, Yamcha has. Chaozu,
Well, Tien at least has a
I
premium
don't think-
unit because of his yellow coin this year.
Yeah, that's true. He does a premium unit. Chaozu, I wouldn't really count. Like as a character that like he doesn't really have a moment that really stands out that I'd be like, oh yeah, Dokkan Festival Chaozu, right? Well, at least you know Zarbon has like a transformation. You know what I mean? Who else could we see? I mean, I think that 18 doesn't have a Dokkan Fest or a premium LR. Like she's always been a part of 17 in those LRs, but she's never really had her own character that's a premium.
I feel like they're
right?
probably gonna drop them as a swap character too later on as a 17
yeah,
and 18.
I could see 17, 18 swap character. I mean, there's a lot of like moments, but yeah, in terms of characters, they've done many of these characters as premium units for the most part. I mean, besides obviously Daima. I guess maybe,
We need
17
premium
golden
Beto
phrases.
immediately. We need premium Beto immediately.
yeah. Anyways, I mean, Baby, I guess Baby's always up there. Like he's gone Yellow Coin LR though, so I guess in terms of just premium units, I don't know. There's no one I could really think of right now. Xenoverse 3 with crossplay would be the best thing for the Dragon Ball community right now. It will do more to unite the community than any media game since Xenoverse 2 has. I mean, Xenoverse 2 has lived on for so long. I would say, just on the basis that Xenoverse 3 would be off, like, the back of everything Xenoverse 2 has built up, I think that, Xenoverse 3 would probably be just very more likely to be successful than most other Dragon Ball games I've released in the past few years. And Sparking, like whenever we get like Sparking 1 or something like that, I think that will also be very successful. Sparking 0, like in terms of a game, obviously that's when you're talking about this kind of right here, Sparking 0 is kind of, I'm sure, in the mindset of people. Sparking Zero, they've always said it was supposed to be like a groundwork, like layout from where they start from, and things will only go up from there. It didn't meet the expectations in many areas, unfortunately, but I think that the characters look great. There was still a lot of love put into like the character interactions. The models look very fun. I feel like, you know, the super attacks look really great. The combat system itself is not even bad. I think there's some things that could be changed, especially, you know, super counters, things like that, right? But it's just that the game doesn't really have much, like, people, at least with Xenoverse, when they get their new moves and new attacks, they're like, oh, I could try out like the new characters or try out the moves of my custom character, make the certain builds, there's new outfits and stuff like that, right? Sparking Zero also has to drop the DLC pack in months at this point, and we're still waiting on that third DLC pack. So that's kind of why the Sparking Zero talk especially recently has gone down. Like, the third Daima pack has been delayed. Where is it? I don't know. Hopefully they are planning some big content drop, but we also saw that they were probably working on the Switch 2 and the Switch release. So that's a thing to also consider
Motion
when it
controls.
comes to that. Yeah.
Motion controls. Oh yeah.
Either way, like I think a Xenoverse 3 would obviously be very successful, and I think with crossplay, it is a much easier game for people to get into, I feel like, compared to even Sparking Zero. I think Sparking Zero has more depth to the combat system, and with Xenoverse 3, custom characters, people love having their own custom characters and OCs, right? I think that's like such a big aspect of like the Dragon Ball fandom at this point now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see it. I could see it very much so. What's another thing Sparking Zero? What's another thing you feel like Sparking Zero is missing? I feel like, again,
Players.
I mean, just it's not even players, because a lot of people do own the game. It's a thing of a reason to kind of go back into the game, because the issue was that the combat system dropped, and I think on release it wasn't really the greatest. And now the combat system itself has gotten a couple fixes that I think were really needed, and it's in a better spot now. But they just aren't dropping actual new content to do. Like, they're like, when's the last time like Sparking Zero, like a tweet has been out for it and like something new dropping? It's been multiple months ever since.
Was the last one that Wii Super Boss event?
Yeah, it was pretty much. We had the Broly Super Boss and the Wii Super Boss, but like, what else has dropped? There's been no new maps, no new anything to kind of just make people like, oh, there's this thing going on, I should go log into the game and try it out. Even Xenoverse 2 still has raids and stuff like that, right?
The last drop was probably Shallot, huh?
Yeah, right. Shallot did drop, and that was like fun to try out for a bit, but Shallot was kind of felt like a last minute decision or thing, because Shallot like didn't really have a lot of, like, he had some like just generic moves in his kit, right? And it's like fine, because at the end of the day, having Shallot in that game is cool, but just dropping one character by himself is not gonna keep people onto the game for too long. They should have dropped like something else, or like some extra like boss or something like that, right?
There's also the update where they introduced like in single battles where the characters don't actually have accurate scaling anymore, so the game actually feels fair with other characters.
Yeah, and that's one thing where I think that was a good update. It's just that people
Certainly
at this point, I mean, I think that it was a good update, and I think that at the end of the day, it's not really that big of a deal. But at the same time, you could also argue that, hey, they are pushing this kind of like balancing kind of idea when Tenkaichi was never really about that in the first place. So that's
Yep,
like
my
the
thoughts
issue with
exactly.
trying to go with PvP. I think what it should be is there should be just an option. You could choose to have it balanced, or you could choose to not. I mean, at the same time, though, I think when it comes to ranked game modes, if it's ranked specifically, I think having it balanced out in single player ranked is fine. But in just normal player battles ranked, it should not be balanced. I don't know if that's how it works. I actually haven't looked too
In
deep
DP,
into
I
it.
believe the scaling still is there. It's just like the single 1v1s.
Yeah, so I feel like in DP, like team battles DP, it does exist, the scaling, which makes sense. But I think that the scaling itself shouldn't exist when you're in player matches because it's not like you're competing for any points or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I don't remember if they do that or not. I'd have to.
Again,
see.
I actually also don't remember either. But that's the thing, is like I haven't really logged into Sparking Zero much because it's like, what is there for me to log in to do and try except for things I've already played or done, right? And there's so many characters in the roster, but when there's not really a point for me to go and hop on besides, oh, maybe once in a while I'll play with my friends, that's kind of the thing. And it's fine as well. Of course, Sparking Zero was still a success, especially in terms of a business standpoint. It just in terms of the player base, there is an expectation of more support, I think, and more kind of things going on. Like, I don't know, like there's a lot of things that they could do with that aren't even like that shouldn't even have to take a lot of effort. But my hands are up in the air. I mean, it's not like I think people have gotten used to the idea of how mobile games operate as well, and it's like mobile games have like these like monthly, or not even monthly, like weekly drops almost, and Sparking Zero just isn't that type of game, right?
Yeah.
Even then, I feel like the talk
Probably
around
live
Xenoverse,
service.
I feel like the talk around Xenoverse 2 is more apparent than Sparking Zero, which definitely says something. So whatever the case is, I hope whenever that third DLC pack drops, they give some sort of extra replayability in single player as well, because it's like, even if like single player, I think that what if kind of custom mode where you make your own like what if battles could be very interesting, especially if they give, I think what they should do, they could also have the option for you to play with other friends in those what if battles and then give more options in that, like the custom what ifs, because if that was expanded upon more and gave more freedom to players, I think that we could see a lot more interesting things. That also fell flat. I think it's not really one aspect that I feel like Sparking Zero is missing, it's just that they need to add on to what was already there.
I see.
But that's me. I like Woman. This is true. Yep.
I love women, and so does Mike, but Mike's Wi-Fi is tripping.
Oh,
And I love women too.
okay.
Oh, perfect timing.
Anthology of the Killer is peak fiction. I'm not sure what that is actually. Unfortunately for
All right,
me,
there we go.
maybe I'm just like a fraud. Playing festival battles while in the live. Oh wow, okay. This is for the Kakarot Symphony, is it? Or is this just a Dragon Ball
enough.
Symphony?
It'll last both the same amount of time.
I've seen some really fast clears of festival recently.
It's just Dragon Ball. Yeah, I've seen like hour clears because again, when you don't have to use the year 7 LRs, actually the clears are really fast. In fact, I made a tweet about it, but there's this clear. I mean, they
Yeah,
use
I
item
remember it.
stuff. Like it's like, again, guys, use items. Like who cares? Like again, another thing is why are you like, unless you're like a creator doing it for the views, why do you care about not using items? Like for missions like this, if they're not telling you like not to use items, like this is an hour cleared festival, like no year 7
Dokan
there.
Twitter cares
So maybe
way too much about no item runs. It's insane.
you like again just use your items, like unless it's like you saying, oh, I like this unit better than this unit because of the item. I don't know, that's something I wouldn't agree with when it comes to like ranking characters. But if we're just trying to do a mission and just have fun, like just use your items, right? I don't really think it's a big deal, but like
They
it's
give
an
you
hour.
items for a reason. Yeah.
I mean, also I would say like I still understand why people want to sit down for an hour and play the game, of course, like that, but it's whatever. You think Gekishin could be very successful if it sold DLC characters the way Fighters did? If they go the free-to-play route with the DLCs, I think it could be good if they tied and unlock the new characters to a gacha. Well, Gekishin already did state that the characters are going to be free, and that the only kind of gacha system is going to be with cosmetics and finishers. We also see that they're going to do support skins as well. So the way Gekishin is going to make its money is through the supporter skins, is through the what's it called, the special skins as well, and just the kind of gotcha for that in general, and like, you know, the special finishers, right? I think there's something else that they added in the recent test, did they not, or if I'm mistaken?
The EX tokens you might be thinking of,
Yeah, the EX tokens,
where you get like
I'm
those
pretty sure.
super styles for the skins.
Exactly, right, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else, but again, like, they're gonna make their money somehow. But the good thing is that I think how they're gonna make the money most is kind of how they're gonna do it right now, where the characters themselves are free, so people can at least just play the game. And it's like, oh, you know, I really like this character a lot, you know, that's a free character, and now I'm more dedicated to the game. Hey, I kind of like this accessory, I like the game, I'll go ahead and buy the EX tokens and get this accessory, or things like that. Even just playing the game itself will still support the game for them financially. So screen time is very important for games like this, even if it's not just directly purchasing, right?
I was gonna say that I think having it where the characters are free to play is probably just best anyways, or just having it where you don't have to constantly pay to unlock these new characters. Because like, imagine later on if they, well, let's say just release Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, for example, and he's like #1 unit in the game. If you're a person who just can't pay that money, and that's the whole reason why is that you're playing this game, is because you don't want to pay, you know, it's a free to play game, then, you know, you don't have to feel like you're being left out and being like, ah, damn, I can't fork up that $8 for Daima 4 Goku, damn, you know. Now it's just like, oh no, it's just costumes and cosmetics and all that, which I think is an overall better system.
It's nice that they have the option to purchase the characters, at least for those who just want to.
Yeah, it's like if you do, I
Instead
guess that's
working for it.
That's
I
also
will be working
true,
for it, though.
right?
That sounds a lot more fun.
They work for both playstyles, yeah.
That's cool. Alrighty, but yeah, either way, I think that how Gekishin's handling things is a pretty good way. Not related to Dragon Ball, but your start for content. So tell me your thoughts on the culling game and Shinjuku arts of JJK. I actually really do like this JJK journal. I think it's very, very good. In terms of the culling game, I really do like quite a bit. I think culling game had a lot of interesting kind of fights and things like that. I kind of wish Megami did a little more. I mean, the Megami slander recently is just like absolutely crazy.
It's so funny though. It is so funny.
Yeah,
Megami will never catch a break. He will never catch a break.
Yeah,
He's not even in the series, and he's just getting hit with that.
Yeah, the Shinjuku arc, I think could have been better in a lot of aspects. I think that when you're reading it weekly, like a lot of people don't like the Shinjuku arc, and I think a big part of that is because of how the arc was told. Not even Gega's fault, from leakers who post scans early, scattered with constant misinformation, mistranslations, and then even the officials had John Wary.
John Wary.
It was just not a good time for people to probably understand the arc like in a way that I think that Gege intended it to be. Now, I think that some things were kind of silly, like the whole Yuta taking over Gojo's body is kind of like, I can't, like, you understand what he's going for with that, but does it really do much? I mean, it kind of fell flat, and realistically, I think the whole setup for it didn't really pay off anything for it. Like, I think Hikari is just like sidelined the entire time. Like he's just like there. Then let's not even get started on Kashimo. No, okay.
Where's the Kashimo slander? Like, hello,
dude. I mean,
man,
we don't even.
I will only use my technique on Sukuna, and then I get destroyed.
I think poor Kashimo. But I don't know. I think that Yuji did a lot of good things there. Higuruma, dude, is the GOAT as well. Like, I think
He's
that
pretty nice.
Shinjuku arc had a lot of good moments as well, and I really like the ending of it, honestly. I just think that, you know, it gets to a point where it's like, you don't need to do that. Which is kind of my idea of the arc. But I haven't gone back to like fully read it in one sitting and kind of like grasp it all together. I do like the Culling Games overall. I think Culling Games is pretty cool.
It's been a while since I've seen stuff on the Culling Games. I have to
Yeah.
refresh myself on that.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Contrary to popular belief, I don't think Cell was stronger than Gohan at any point after it turned super perfect. Even when Gohan just lost confidence. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what Goku was saying as well. Cell was not... once Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2, Cell was at no point stronger than him. That's not even true. You know, of course, after it turned super perfect, right? Talk about how the Earthlings have a lot of potential and are very underutilized. I mean, at this point, I think that one thing people could also consider is, I love the Earthlings, right? But they also played their part in the story. Like, I think it's a thing where a lot of characters have kind of resurfaced and come back. I mean, even Orochi had that moment in the Tournament of Power, but a character like Ten Shinhan like has played his role very well in OG Dragon Ball and even in the Saiyan saga, and it's like there is not really... I would prefer a character story would kind of end on a good note than bringing them back and it kind of being soured upon. A lot of people really didn't like when that happened with Frieza. A lot of people just do not like Frieza's involvement in Dragon Ball Super. I'm personally fine with it, but there's an idea of, let's look at Tien in the Tournament of Power.
Oh God.
I would rather Tien just like kind of chill rather than Tournament of Power Tien shenanigans happen, right? And Tien did something really cool during the Tournament of Power. That would have been really nice too, but realistically, Tien as a character, I think, is overall fulfilled. I mean, I would like to see more of Tien, like, you know, especially as a teacher in the dojo. They kind of also just destructed them there because he's kind of training a bunch of nobodies who don't really do anything. Like, they could definitely do some more stuff with it, but I feel like it's not a thing where I'm like, they're like, it's a necessity for them because they have been treated very well, at least in the first half of the series, if you can call it the first half, just like OG Dragon Ball, right? Is Mike still here, or is Mike like Wi-Fi just like freaking out?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Talk about every single thing Dokkan still doesn't have but badly needs. Skip summon for button, or skip summons for button. Skip on for summons.
Skip summons for button. Yes.
Balance changes for
Oh,
older
hell
characters and 3-year timestamps. Skip tickets for Dokkan events. Skip tickets would be really cool for Dokkan events.
That would be really nice.
I think that would be just really nice. Yeah. Skip button for summons. I feel like this is not that big of a deal compared to a lot of things that people need, but it would be nice for sure.
I know a lot of content creators like push that skipping what is like the most needed thing for multi summons and all that, but it's funny, right? Because again, I went to the Dokkan event and what they had was a specific question period at the end where it's like, do you have any improvements that you would like to see for the game? There was so many people who were saying friend system. The friend banner needs to be updated. The friend system needs to be updated. Like, friend leaders are just not working for a lot of these units that you want to run, like Tau and all those sort of units. Not a single person throughout all of the conversations I heard said anything about having a skip button for summon. Everyone is sitting their ass down and watching it the whole time. But
yeah,
it is kind of funny because again, it's just not as popular as an idea as people believe. I would think, as much as like the friend system, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. It's unlikely, but I wish Dokkan would do collaborations with other games. I mean, I'm trying to think of like what games. It would have to be like One Piece or like some Toei.
Legends.
I mean, Legends. They kind of.
We could get Shaolin in Dokkan.
I think
we could.
I was surprised that we didn't get Shaolin in Dokkan, but again, at the same time, I'm not surprised if we couldn't get Daima because it's 10th anniversary, or I feel like getting Shallot because of that. But like, also, it's like it's not like Legends 7th anniversary or something that was like wasn't known about. I mean, maybe the the November Dokkan Fest is Shallot still, and it's like a Legends kind of collaboration in some way or some form, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. Crossover leader. I mean, crossover as a team is not like who could I build up? I guess I could literally bring up Xeno. Like crossover is a bad team right now. I mean, we will be getting the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 EZAs this year, Hearts EZA as well. Did Hearts EZA or no? Like, dude, this I'm excited for this Hearts EZA. He's on Turf and Conquerors, right? No, he's
now on Global
Transformation Boost. I mean, is he on any team that could be run right now? I don't think Transformation Boost has a new leader. No, what's his own team? It's time.
I'd appreciate if they cut the crap with the Extreme Class and Super Class crossover allies.
Yeah, this should just be Extreme Class. This should change it. I mean, since there's not going to be many more crossover characters, I mean, he could lead a pretty potentially decent Time Traveler team, but like Time Traveler's crossover, I mean, it's pretty much just Heroes characters, right? So, I don't know. Dokkan crossovers would be really cool, though. I think just more in general would always be just very nice. What do you guys think?
I'm so surprised they haven't done Shallot yet. They should put Shallot.
They could do Giblet. They could, well, we already got 21 a couple times.
Yeah, we do have Ender 21, so that's pretty cool.
Let's see. Anybody else I'm missing? They just throw in like John Xenoverse or something.
John Xenoverse, yeah.
John Xenoverse.
Xenoverse. I mean, that would definitely be a collab character of all time. Just John Xenoverse.
I love John Xenoverse.
I'm going Xenoverse too.
What?
That's so silly. Yeah, I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? But we'll definitely see how things go with that. I mean, I would definitely like to see just more in general. So, some anniversary characters are so boring right now. Do 4 or 5 additionals with 0 damage, just wasting time. I think this kind of idea was brought up because of the fact that, I mean, we talked about it earlier, how these festival runs just are like half or like less than half the time because people took out the 7th anniversary characters. And I'm not like, I like using the 7th anniversary characters. I think they're very fun, but it is a thing where it's like, okay, doing like 4 super attacks in like a turn as like the stacking simulator.
Yeah, I have been very against the idea of a skip animation button, but like this unit's making me want it.
I mean, okay, it's like they have super, then a super, then a super, then a super, then a super, and it's like
I wish they just took out half of the additional because if they did edit and they just made it like
something like that could be good. Another thing is again, like at first I'm like skip super attack animations kind of isn't really necessary, but now at this point, especially with like festival existing, I think a lot more people would be open to like festival as an event if you're able to even just like skip entire turns. Like either the choice of skipping supers or skipping turns would be fine, right? I think that's like being able to just like choose, okay, I skip this character's turn would be ideal. Both options would be ideal, honestly. Just like, okay, I could skip the entire turn or I could just skip this character's. It would be really helpful for showcases. It would be very nice for showcases.
100%. Man, I hate this day.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Legends sucks. I mean,
yo,
this is
you know what doesn't suck?
But...
You know what doesn't suck?
What?
Top 5 Cell and Frieza.
Top 5.
They're so goated.
Okay.
They're so goated. You
ZVG...
you seal the unit.
ZVG argument, bro.
Listen, it might be a ZVG argument, but it's true. Just seal the character.
Look,
win the match.
I love my boy ZVG though. ZVG's awesome.
Top 5 Cell and Frieza.
Goku Black better than Gohan Black. I mean, is there really an argument for this? I don't think so. I wouldn't argue for Gohan Black over Goku Black.
It's funny because like Gohan Black is a similar level of shock factor to me that Goku Black did when I was watching the anime, because I don't think a single person saw Gohan Black coming.
This is a crazy statement.
I think
I don't think I can.
Goku Black might just win just because of Rose though. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, Goku Black's better, but like the shock factor, like when he arrived,
Yeah, I mean,
was there.
Gohan Black
is true.
showing up was so cool. It was such a good
It
one.
would have been better if I didn't get spoiled on TikTok 2 days early.
I
but, you know,
mean, yeah,
whatever.
people got the screenshot early because the game came out early. Well, it didn't like the game arrived early to a lot of people. Man, that Sparking Zero like era, like the few days before the game, was like pinnacle for the game, which is kind of
The
sad.
first 30 hours when I was just trucking through story, that was worth it.
Yeah,
That was really fun.
yeah, and yeah, again, we talked about Sparking.
And then I
Zero.
started playing online. Yeah.
Future of Gekishin. I mean,
Goku Black.
Realistically, how often would you want to see a new unit on Gekishin?
I would say at least 1 a month would be what I was thinking, because I
Yeah.
don't think they're gonna do like kind of like mobile game. I think they're gonna find a mix between like, what's it called? I mean, you can even think maybe similar to like Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, don't they
I was
drop?
thinking like Marvel Rivals.
Don't they drop a
personally.
character like once a month?
They dropped 2. Yeah.
They drop two a
Two
month.
characters. 2 characters. Yeah. Well,
No,
it's like
right?
here and there, because like if the Fantastic Four were like, it was 2 characters a month, and then
Well, yeah, but like that
Afterwards,
was the
like,
one.
one.
That was the one only thing they said, and then after that, it's been once a month. Yeah,
okay,
Honestly, I'm really hoping this game launches with a second map. Like, I really do.
I do think so. We'll have to see. But yeah, like, and we saw all the characters here. So how many characters are they dropping the game with? There's 1, 2, 3,
That
4,
is
5, 6,
22?
7, 8,
23
9.
if you count both gamers.
Yeah, so 20.
25 if you count Zarbon Midori.
I mean, yeah, no. So we're like what 22? You said. So if that's the case, I'm like, I think there's a pretty good starting roster. It reaches a lot of different parts of Dragon Ball. Daima Goku's here just because Daima that are kind of pushing that, of course. I think that again, dropping a character a month would be good. The only other thing would be like I would rather they drop a character each month than like 2 characters and then wait 2 months and then drop another 2 characters. That's kind of my opinion, but I need to see how the game kind of evolves. Maybe it would be better if they drop 2 characters and another 2. I think kind
I'd
of
like if it was 3 because 1 for each
3?
role. 1 tank, 1 damage, 1 technical.
that would be good as well, right? Because then
That'd be
we
nice.
could, yeah, because then we could run into months where it's like, damage, technical, damage, tank, damage, technical, technical.
Like damage
technical.
is probably gonna be the most common because
Yeah. I mean, there's
2 of them.
2 slots, right?
That's just how it is.
It would be nice if they would do, yeah, you know, I would be okay with like 3 characters, like a technical, a tank, and a damage dealer every 2-3 months. I think would be okay with me, honestly. I think that'd be good. Because
Yeah.
at least it's dropping 1 character for
100%.
each role, and then you know that plus balance patches. As long as they keep consistency with like special events, stuff like that up, it's like that would be fine with that, especially with how cosmetics and stuff could drop. Like cosmetics and special finishers could drop, and that could give people a reason to go ahead and get into the game. Like, oh, my favorite character got a new special finish, right?
right.
But
Let's go gambling.
even like supporters, right? Like it kind of. I'll be interested to see what they do.
I do always forget about supporters in this game.
There's supporters, and you know,
I forget to use them in game all the
there could
time.
literally be like, you know, rank resets. Like it depends on how the timing and everything goes. As long as there has to be just be a reason for people to go back into the game. Like at least
Probably do a season type structure pretty easily.
every
I was gonna say
Because of
something
Battle
like that,
Pass.
there
like
has to be a
season type
reason for
structure.
people to come back to the game for a few, like every other week for a few days at a time. I think that's okay, right? I'm not.
The only thing I don't want them to do is just add characters too fast, and then it becomes a thing of making every single character try to seem as balanced as possible. Because if they add it too fast, I feel like it's gonna get very, very difficult, very fast to make it where everyone feels like they have a specific situation that they're best in.
I mean,
That's just kind of
that's
the
just kinda
inevitable
the
fate as
inevitable
we
fate
add
of
more
the
characters,
game.
though. Yeah.
I guess
like
that's
I
right.
think that's just how things are gonna be. I'd rather they at least set these characters up ahead of time like that. I mean, like Hit is a
When God
character.
Goku drops, he's not top 5. I'm crying.
I think Hit is a character like that, or Frieza, where it's like, okay, especially Hit, to me, I think that a lot of people are excited to try Hit out, but we have to see what Hit's damage is. I feel like Hit's a character that's going to be quite situational, where it's like, oh, Hit will be really good, especially when you get a lot of those extra hiding spots, but then Hit's not going to be so good when you're facing a 17 and 18 lane, and then they are obliterating your other ally, and you're just waiting there in the clouds doing nothing. And then, right, like, Hit is a character where it's like you need kind of things to go your way potentially. But a lot of the characters are a little bit like that, or like even like Krillin, you can like plan things ahead with the bombs. And you know, there's a lot of things that go into like just MOBA, especially with like farming mobs and stuff like that, right? So,
did you notice
we'll
how
see
you
what
said
happens.
that the support character was gonna die from hit first before he did? That's because his time skip is unbeatable, by the way.
I'm just here's a character I'm like,
Kobashi.
I don't know. Here's a character that I'm like, he feels like he'd be more of a damage dealer, like as his role.
It does feel like he'd be like a third damage character, but he does have pretty substantial debuffs if you can play around him correctly.
He does have quite a few debuffs. If you're able to like, I think he's gonna be a great character for luring someone into a trap, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I think
good defense character if you need to defend tower for sure.
Yeah, defending tower as well. Like there's situations where each of these characters will be good in different situations, and you know, because of that, I could see him hit more of a technical, honestly, than him just being a straight up attacker, because he's not like on the front lines like that, right? So we'll see what happens. I think that, you know, I'm really liking how 17 is looking. 17 looks busted, right? But I think, you know, yeah, honestly, a tank, an attacker, and then a defender every 2-3 months, just like as a drop, would be really cool. And then, you know, that could tie into like, okay, if it's every 3 months, then anniversary they could drop like 6 characters or something like that, right? Who knows?
100%.
We'll see. But also you could say one character each month would bring people back to the game more often, so who knows? As long as it's like, maybe if it's a thing of, it's like, okay, they at least, we know it's a pattern of attack, tank, technical, attack, tank, technical. Or if it's like, attack, tank, technical, then tank, technical, attack, then technical.
Maybe every here and there break the pattern.
Yeah.
Get another damage in there because again, there's 2 of them, so
Exactly.
there's probably going to be
Right.
more damage characters.
Exactly.
Overall.
I think I agree with that. There's a lot of potential for this game, I think. So crossover characters that could release. I think we talked about this already.
Pretty much.
Gotank's better than Gogeta and Vegito, and better than Kefla. I mean, I think Gotank's is pretty cool. I personally would. I like Gogeta and Vegito more. That's just me.
The Kefla placement's right though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Kefla's the only thing I can agree with here. Yes.
Yeah. Shake my buttocks on game. Oh. Dragon Ball Legends. Hello.
It's free and it's easy.
New
KFC.
reveals tomorrow.
Whoa,
I'm excited.
Yatta! I love
Oh,
Uma
the KFC
Musume. Chat, see this Uma Musume down here.
Uma Musume.
Bulma Fuda. Wow. Okay. Piccolo. Oh boy.
Oh no.
I think one thing's off with this. This is the last reply, I think. So
Here we go.
let's see.
Here we go.
Potential Man. Let me some damage reduction, EJ Forku. This is Red Zone Rat that's we're up against. Well, there's definitely an image. It's funny. Always can get to 10 ML defense, never will. Put me slot 1 turn when I won't die. Well, I mean, yeah, that's unfortunate,
yeah.
but guess what? He's designed to be ran on the Golden Frieza team where you're gonna have the target skill, so I mean. And also he's not
kind of works against him, to be fair.
he's not necessarily a character that has to be slot 1. It is kind of weird though. I do not like the idea of like, okay, well, he wants to receive attacks to get his additionals, but he has to build up by attacking. Like, that's the one thing I'm not really a fan of. I think that could be potentially dangerous for his aging, but we really need to see how things turn out. Turn 3, he has his active skill though, so I mean, even if you hide him turn 1, turn 3 when he gets his active, he'll be looking really good. Give me stacks, make sure I get hit with super attacks. I mean, yeah, from his second turn onward, he should be looking really nice, but
See the AGLG effect come back.
yeah, again, this right here, I'm not sure what this is about. These do their roadie
A
calcs.
fish out of water.
Again, I'm just, oh, I see. Well, anyways, we're gonna see how he looks like once he's in game. I'll be very interested
thing
about
I think
that.
it's gonna be really
Yeah,
good.
the thing is that like we know that there's 2 Easy 8 characters that are gonna drop with him. Just like imagine one of them is like a defensive support unit. You know, we have to wait
Steel
and
Rolling?
see. Or
Motherboard SDR. The
yeah.
TY.
Either one can be a support unit. We don't really know. We don't know how things are gonna play out. And on top of that, they also could just drop equipment for this character too. I don't think it's likely because we haven't gotten it in the past for like something like Jiren, but it's not out of question. You know, we gotta see. He'll be fine. Me think.
I mean,
Yeah.
Gogeta Frieza got skill orbs, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, but Tech UI also got them too.
Did he? Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, he
so
didn't.
I mean,
Oopsie.
we'll see how things turn out with that. But that was all the replies. So we're gonna have a maintenance in GP soon. That's gonna be so fun and so awesome.
Hooray!
And
We're gonna have so much fun.
yeah, there's again literally just like nothing else going on right now. I mean, yeah, here's Iron Cannon Truth. Thanks now for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.